respective homes. So we don't have any evacuees now in our evacuation center.
Okay. Sir, ang nakarating din po sa aming report, the internet connection there is very weak or bagsak nga daw po yung internet signal nyo dyan. Can you confirm this? And kamustahin din po namin yung supply ninyo naman ng kuryente at tubig?
So far po, yung internet connection po, yung Globe Telecommunication lang po ang walang signal. Then the rest po, mayroong signal. As to like utility po namin, na-restored na po siya earlier 2 a.m. Then the water is still weak lang gihapon siya po.
Sir Jerome, meron din po ba kayong naitala na ng mga damages as to infrastructure tulad po ng mga tulay natin, yung mga major po na mga dadaanan at yung mga iba pong establishmento, meron po ba mga naapektuhan din?
So far, as to the reports of our barangays, out of 24 barangays, we received 4 barangays. So they reported that there are 4 totally damaged houses, residential houses, then 1 partially damaged. Then we also have reported open gym of one of our barangays collapsed. Then one of the road from La Casa to Sasa Road, merong damage po. Pero minor lang po siya na damage.
Okay. Sir, sa ngayon po, meron po ba kayong mga kailangan po na tulong na nais pong ipaabot?
Yes po. For the constituents po, especially those na trauma po, psychosocial support po sa kanila.
Alright, maraming salamat and mag-ingat po kayo dyan. That was Hinatuan LDRMO Officer 1, Mr. Jerome Ramirez. Thank you, sir. Meanwhile, the Immigration Bureau clarifies that investigators from the International Criminal Court are free to enter the country. The agency said that unless there is a court order or the investigators are blacklisted for being undesirable aliens, there is no reason to prevent them from coming into the Philippines. Solicitor General Minardo Guevara echoed this statement but stressed that concerned agencies have the discretion to admit or not admit a certain person who they may consider as undesirable. Now, back in July, the ICC Appeals Chamber confirmed its resumption of the investigation into former President Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs. Last month, the House Joint Committees approved resolutions urging the Marcos administration to cooperate with the ICC investigation. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Several parts of the world are experiencing unprecedented levels of drought affecting whole economies and their agricultural capacities. The details in this video by the Associated Press.
What we are seeing, for example, is that 50 to 20% of population of China, which we know that when we think about the concrete numbers, we're talking about millions of people, are facing more frequent and moderated severe effects of drought. So this is to start seeing in China. What do we see on Europe? It's the effects on crops, for example, with a big amount of area affected by drought. And at the same time, this implies losing crops. Just adopting certain techniques, doing some of this restoration and some of these agricultural practices, plus these cisterns, the life of a lot of these people, very vulnerable communities in some of these regions, has been transformed. The interesting thing is that there has been some exchange of knowledge with some countries in Africa as well. And then you can see the magic. It's like magic, actually, because that land that looks so destroyed, just with certain actions like this, and sometimes they're not really expensive. They're very cost effective, and there are practical solutions that we are seeing.
Now here's a quick look on other stories we're watching. The Foreign Affairs Department confirms that 2 Filipinos convicted for drug trafficking in China have been executed. The DFA said it exhausted all efforts to lower their sentence, but to no avail. Meanwhile, the cases of 2 more Filipinos in death row are still being reviewed. Oil prices are in for a mixed movement this week. Diesel prices are expected to go down by up to 40 centavos per liter, while gasoline prices are seen to increase by up to 45 centavos per liter. Kerosene prices may also go up by 10 centavos a liter. And in sports, the FEU cheering squad reclaimed the UAAP cheer dance competition crown after dethroning NU. FEU performed a Super Mario-inspired routine to clinch their second title in 3 seasons. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 10:45 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.